On episode 51 of my trip from New Zealand to Japan, I saw the most stunning volcano in Southeast Asia, but there was a caveat. On this day, I got up at midnight to go on a tour to the famous Mount Bromo for sunrise, and despite being absolutely exhausted from being sick and a lack of sleep, I powered through and we drove up to the viewpoint at 3 a.m. Turns out, mountains are pretty damn cold, so I rented out some clothes before getting situated, and since we were pretty much the only people up there, I dozed off for a bit just to wake up an hour later to at least 200 other people also being squeezed on top of the viewpoint, freezing their ass off. Eventually, the sun rose and we got some amazing views of Mount Bromo. But this is also when you can see just how unregulated the tourism industry is here, as there were hundreds of people just lined up on the ridge below us, but still, it was a really nice view to enjoy. This over-tourism though became way more apparent as the day went on, as the mountain road, which took us 5 minutes to get up initially, took us almost an hour to get down because of how many vehicles there were. And when we did finally arrive at the crater below, not only could you see the sheer amount of people, you could also see the questionably sized horses they had for tourists who were too lazy to walk to the next viewpoint. Now, don't get me wrong, if you have small children or elderly, I totally understand the horses, but way too many grown adults were using them, and also, why do you have to make them look like this? What did they do to deserve this? Sad horses aside, we hiked up the mini volcano beside Bromo and enjoyed the amazing views, despite the rather large amounts of garbage, before heading back to the vehicle and enjoying the crater and learning more about the history of the area, which was by far my favorite part of the tour, as we were away from all the noise and able to appreciate the beauty around us. We then headed back to town where I got a massage as I was feeling awful, but unfortunately it didn't do much for me as I ended up getting vertigo and an ear infection on top of all my other illnesses I already had at this point. Okay, bye.